Greetings, you're watching Septum Sin versus the World. I'm Septum Sin, and we are on part 2 of the Anhedenia Project, where we ask ourselves, can a box help you travel through time? That's enough of that. Prop. Any case, this time we are talking about the Tim Cohen movies. Tim Cohen's Amazing Adventures in Cardboard Box Time Travel. In Cardboard Box Time Travel. And Tim Cohen 2. I figured, since we're covering a lot of these movies, I'm going to try and cover the series all in one batch. Tim Cohen's Amazing Adventures in Cardboard Box Time Travel is pretty much as the title reads. It's about a person that believes he has figured out how to travel back in time utilizing a cardboard box. The sequel, Tim Cohen 2, which looks like Tim Cohen 2 if you look at the right way, continues his adventures. So it's kind of the sequel, direct. The original Tim Cohen movie is a joy to see. This movie kind of reminds me of what K-Pax was if you didn't have that one guy in there. You gotta wonder whether this guy is really not quite sane. Even up until the end, you're questioning. The acting job was, again, spot on, to the point where I feel the character was slowly losing his sanity, even possibly experiencing his first psychotic break. I work in the field, so I know what that looks like. When you see him evaluating his drone footage, trying to see if people are following him, that's when I really started to believe he himself was going off the deep end. This rambling persona is something that carries over onto the second film of the series. The concept of the first film is very interesting when you think about it, going for what you wouldn't expect at the end when you see the credits roll. Time travel is an interesting concept in movies, and traveling through time in something as mundane as a cardboard box makes it even more absurd when you think about it. Finally, we give the first movie its title, which definitely grabs your attention. I couldn't help but gravitate towards this film when looking at the list. The second film in this series had a few novel concepts that I found fun, such as continuous efforts to film proof of time travel, but the work to try to film they end up trying to film things instead that couldn't be used as proof. This was necessary as they're not likely, in the budget to film old time stuff, so I understand where that is. So they worked that around in a way that I find entertaining and fun. I also find that when his friend uses the really small box to use time travel, it's quite funny. I felt more attached to these characters as time went on, looking forward to seeing where the story turns if they ever do a third film. So let's talk about the negatives. When it comes to the negatives, we do have a few factors in the first film that can cause it to drag a little, but a lot of this is due to budget constraints. And if you enter this with the right frame of mind, I don't know why you would enter thinking this is like a AAA or something like that, but it shouldn't be an issue for you. Other than that, I don't find a lot of problems in this first film. Now, in the second film, the rambling tone, which was a strength in the first film, became the detriment to the second film. This film dragged a lot. I found the premise interesting, but nowhere near as much as the first film. It made me wonder if things would have been better left alone with the first film. Having a shoestring budget really hurt this one, and one of the many points of trying not to film overly from the past also tended to annoy as time went on. This is a mixed bag here. I really enjoyed the first film and felt the second was mostly unnecessary. Still, the strength of the first film and the strength of the character designs carries over to the second film enough to make it an okay series. I would be glad to get these on DVD. I'm hoping that the third one comes out, and then after the third one, maybe get a trilogy set release. That would be really cool. Again, director's notes, commentaries, these would be fun. And I'm hoping for more in the future. Well, this is my review. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we will see you on the next one.
Goodbye.